Hello, welcome to another edition of Johnny Stocks 212. Other people trying to sell you something, I'm just here to find those A winners, go-getters, trend-setting companies to invest in. Thank you for joining me wherever you may be. We got a great show for you today. Today we're talking about an exciting biotech company, GlaskoSmithKline. Please read the disclaimer on your own time. So GlaskoSmithKline, big global biopharm company. A lot of people have been asking me to do a video on it. They got ambition, purpose. They're going to try to unite science technology with talent to get ahead of disease altogether. That would be fantastic if they can do that. So let's look at the leadership team. Dame Emma Wamsley is the CEO. Tony Wood, Chief Scientific Officer. I really like some of the stuff that these two amazing leadership team members have come up with. She's got a big background in biotech, has done a fantastic job with GlaskoSmithKline. What I'm excited about is there's a few months back they had a study of a small study, but complete response they got. They got complete response with one of these medication, Jemperli, dostarlimab, which is a first-line treatment for mismatch repair, MMRD, locally advanced rectal cancer. And they published some data in the 22 American Society of Clinical Oncology's annual meeting that they basically got, complete responses out of the 12 patients that took this medication, which really isn't even in their pipeline. It's already been approved. But I do think, they can push this through, get a clinical study going together, get it into phase 1 regarding this for maybe adding an indication for colon cancer. I mean, this really could be incredible. Now, granted, the data was very limited, not a lot of patients, but definitely looking into that. And I think this is a big chance for potential adding indications for a medication. So let's look at the pipeline. There's a couple different medications that I'm excited about. They got in phase 2 trial. This GV11819 for tuberculosis is in phase 2 trial, as well as this GSK 3965193 hepatitis B phase 1. And a HIV medication phase 1. So there's a lot of data that they're going to be reporting. I think this is really exciting. This is not their full pipeline. Okay, this is just some of the medications that I think have a potential to drive, if they get into phase 2 studies, if the data looks good, I'm going to look at the primary outcomes. So right now they're just looking at, phase 1. They want to make sure it's safe and effective. They're trying to establish dose. What's the best dose? But these all three potential medications could have a chance of really doing well for patients, and obviously if it gets approved, could be a good for investments. I know a lot of people were talking about that 12 patient study that completed with that drug that underwent at least 6 months of follow-up, and all 12 had complete response with no evidence of tumor based on the study. So these are a few other medications I'm really excited about with GlaskoSmithKline. Let's look at the stock price. So GSK is the stock symbol, GSK. It is a bit high. I do think $33.53 at the time of the video. That's what the price of the stock is. I think it may come down a bit. I am looking to invest. I do think at $20 a share, this is where I'm going to pull the trigger. I'll definitely get inside and get GSK, but I think it's going to come down a bit. I like their pipeline. Those are just a few of the medications I'm going to continue to follow. Let's see what the data says. Do they move along to phase 2 or even phase 3 trials? We will see. But that's all the time we have today. I think there's a potential for upside for GSK. I'm going to wait and see, but I really still like the leadership. I like what they have in their pipeline. If you did like this video, please make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. I really appreciate that. That really helps the Google YouTube algorithm. Thank you, and I hope you have a great night.